Okay,
have
boys.
made this seem like
Call
it was
yourselves the
hit
Purple
than it actually was.
Podcast. It's time to walk the
So
plank.
the way
It's
it
time to take the
started
diary to Ron
was
Evans' head.
sometime in
Whoa,
1980,
stay out of my brain.
this guy named
Can't do it.
Steve Greenberg,
You gotta bust
or
it. Spill
sometimes
your
known as
beans,
Steve
Rod.
Green, he became interested in reforming Deep Purple in any way he could. And the first thing he did was pick up the phone and call Nick Simper. And
Good old Nicky.
Nick Simper
Nicky said, nope,
just basically
not happening. Not interested.
ignored it. He's like, no.
Fuck that. They screwed us over. They replaced us with Ian and
He's
Rodney.
like,
We don't
I'm not
want
getting
it.
involved with that. He had already, he had been in Deep Purple, he left, he had made the kind of ill-advised move of taking the lump sum, whatever it was, 10,000 pounds and not going for the royalties. So he said, you know what, I'm not your guy for this. So then they approached Rod. And Rod had gone into the medical field at this point, and he said, it came along at the right time because I was tired of what I was
bend over
doing.
and cough,
You towing someone else's line and working semi 9 to 5. I was ready for a change. So he was ready to get back out there. Even though he'd kind of blown off Captain Beyond, like famously couldn't get, the group couldn't get in touch with him for their last album, so they just had to get a new singer because he wouldn't respond to any of their
Captain Beyond replaced Rod.
Wow, Rod ghosted. It's an early version of ghosting.
Whoa,
Totally
just call me
Captain
Casper,
Beyond.
boys.
But I guess he was ready to get back out there and start gigging.
I was ready to rock again.
So
I didn't even know it. But with Bogus
They
Steppenwolf?
couldn't get Simper, so they had actually asked Rod, like, hey, can you convince Simper? And Nick Simper said,
I'll give it a try.
That Rod had called him and left a message with his wife, and he said, no, I'm not calling him back. And he said later that he's like, it's probably a good thing that I didn't, because he would have gotten involved in a legal concern.
No, I got a question here.
No, don't. Why do you have a question?
So this guy's
This is early Purple Podcast age. You can tell because they don't hide in the corner. And their hair is not growing into their headphones and shit. Nate hasn't changed. His shit went gray in like,
hey,
I don't know, 4 years.
I mean, and again, this is a way where people can just jump in and say, oh, it was a scam, and maybe
a scam? You calling Rod a fraud?
All he wanted to do was make money, and I'm sure that was a big part of it. Don't get me wrong.
Like, I mean, was he a fan?
I don't know. I
know what. It's almost 4:20.
He was a manager.
So we're gonna do this in several parts. The Hubba Hubba Punks. We'll be back. Roasted.